Late Night Health continues. In about 15 minutes or so, we'll be spending some time with Jennifer Wilson talking about her experience with breast cancer. And we will talk about the upcoming Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure here on Late Night Health. Right now, we go back to Chicago, one of my favorite cities, great food place. And we're going to spend some more time with Gail Barnes. Gail, just before we went out, you told us that you volunteered with the United States Composting group. Can anybody compost, even if you're living in a condo or a townhome?
Absolutely. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, that's wonderful because you can compost the traditional way. But they vary from small to medium size, countertop to sort of the size of a, average trash bin. Composting units that you can get online. Some are very elegant and very beautiful, and there's one that I have my eye on that is made of wood, and it's got a stainless steel top, and it just looks gorgeous. So yes, it's from very small to stuff that's medium-sized or large or even outside. Absolutely, everybody can compost, and you can put your paper, cardboard, eggshells, coffee grounds, house plants, your tomato plants, tomato.
Yes.
You say tomato.
I say tomato. Yes. I love that song. And we have every week we fill a canister with old shrubbery and leaves, and we have several palm trees, and they have these big, very hard, very sharp fronds. Is all of that recyclable, compostable?
Absolutely. If it was growing, it is definitely recyclable. So plant material, depending on the size of your compost heap, you might want to chop up some of the palm fronds, to just make the process go a little bit easier. Yeah, but hair, fur, fireplace ashes, and there is a company that I have done some consulting for out of Israel that produces flexible packaging. Can you believe zipper bags that you can also put in the compost? So
what a great idea.
Yeah, how convenient is that? Because flexible packaging, you remember we were talking about the infrastructure and how you need to sort. Now, as you can imagine, things like plastic bags or flexible packaging or crisp bags or stand-up pouches, because they're so light, and there's really not very much packaging, in many of those packages. So they're very difficult to sort, and they're very difficult to recycle. So it's very, very clever, I think, to be able to have flexible packaging that you can put in with your kitchen waste, and it can be composted. Now, there are two types of composting. The one, you need an industrial composter, industrial conditions, which means a certain temperature, sort of things like that. But then there's also home compostable packaging, and the packaging from the company that I did some work for, it's called TIPA, T-I-P-A, that is home compostable. So absolutely, if you've been, using the Ziploc bags for some of the stuff, it's good for the freezer as well. So, if you've been using that and want to dispose of it, you can put it into your home composting, and there you go. It will break down 24 weeks, something like that. You will have, when all your compost is ready, the other stuff that you've put in there, when it's all broken down, you'll be able to use that straight back into the garden to put nutrients back into the garden. So
are those Ziploc bags and other sandwich bags, are those made from petroleum, or many of them now plant based so that they do break down?
many of them are now plant-based. And, the way to check out if a certain bag is compostable or not is have a look on the package. You should see a symbol there that says it's either industrial compostable, certified by the BPI, or VINCOT, certified home compostable. So when you see that home compostable, you can literally put it into your system that you've got in the kitchen, or you can put it into your garden compost heap, and it will break down. As with the palm fronds, you want to speed up the process.
Chop it up.
Yeah, exactly. You increase the surface area.
Sure. Listen, we are out of time, Gail, but we'd love to have you back. One of the things that you do talk about is that up to 40% of the American diet is thrown away. Terrible, and we should do something about that. I really enjoyed our conversation. Look forward to our next one.
Absolutely. Number one adopted son.
Yeah, thank you very much. Except that I'm 20 years older. Anyway, that's another story. Gail Barnes has been our guest. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk with Jennifer Wilson about her pink cupcakes. Don't go away as Late Night Health continues. Be sure to visit us at latenighthealth.com.